Hey lads, I hope we're all keeping well. As you can probably tell, I've just woken up. My hair is an absolute mess. This is going to be a really simple video. I'm just going to be walking you through like my entire morning routine, start to finish. It's going to start with a shower, obviously. If you don't know me, my name's Gavin. My background is in barbering and now I own a hairstyling products brand called Poseidon Hair. As you can probably guess, a lot of the products I'm going to be using today are from Poseidon, the ones I developed. So if you're interested in checking any of them out, I'll leave a link in the description. Also, if this is your first time seeing me, I have a ton of different tutorials on all sorts of hairstyles, including a messy fringe, a slick back, a middle part, everything under the sun. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the shower. I'm just going to show you guys what I have in the shower first as well. So when it comes to the shower, I really keep it quite simple. I only use 4 products in total. When it comes to shampoo and conditioner, I use the argan oil shampoo and conditioner here from Poseidon Hair. To be honest, I don't use them too often at all. 2-3 times a week max. Mainly 2. 3 is more like if you have a very active lifestyle, if you're playing more sports and stuff. And if you're to skip out on one, I would recommend skipping out on the shampoo. I'd go for the conditioner. Conditioner is going to be better for your hair health, and the reason I use these is because they're argan oil infused. They're far more healthier for your hair. I can go into another video properly if you guys want me to. Argan oil, it's like liquid gold. It's so good for your hair. Now, moving on, body wash. I just use this one from Ted Baker. It's nothing special. Then the last thing I use is just a cleanser from CeraVe, just for my face. I'm going to hop into the shower now. And one thing I forgot to mention is for shampooing at the moment, I'm using a scalp brush. This is a sample I got for Poseidon, so I would love to know your guys' feedback in the comments. Is this something you would want to see? It would be relatively cheap, so I could release these quite inexpensively, but I've noticed a huge difference in my hair after I shower. I can see a lot more like natural wave and texture because I shampoo it in and I sort of scrunch it in like that with the massager. It also feels really, really nice. So that's the last thing I use. If you lads want to let me know below if you guys are interested in seeing that product, that would be really helpful. So I'm gonna hop into the shower now and I'll see you when I'm out. Okay, I'm out of the shower now. As you can see, my hair is still an absolute mess. This is why I've got this. It's got a hairbrush. Doesn't really matter which one you have, to be honest. What I like to do is I have like this side part that I'm doing at the moment, so I just brush all my hair straight back. This is the direction I wanted to fall in. I would totally skip this step if you want like a messy fringe. This is only if you want any sort of hairstyle where it comes back. So that's a middle part, that's a slick back, that's a side part. You want to slick it back, but unless you have a textured fringe, then you don't. Also, I should mention about towel drying. What I was doing, I was intentionally being very, very gentle with my drying. What a lot of lads do is they get a towel and they just do one of these and like rip it as hard as they can to get their hair dry as quick as possible. Definitely not the way you want to do it. You want to grab the towel like this, like a claw, and you want to scrunch dry it like that. It's a bit slower, but it's going to retain much more texture in your hair. See, look at that. You can kind of see it there already. So yeah, then what I do is I find my natural parting, which is right there. And then I'm going to use my first hair product. I've got the sea salt spray here from Poseidon Hair. Sea salt spray is an absolute staple for anybody. Doesn't matter what hairstyle you have, doesn't matter how much or how little. Sea salt spray, staple. Have to be using it. Perfect pre-styler, perfect product. And I'm going to put a lot in actually. My hair is really long at the moment. Usually I like my hair a little bit shorter and I have less in. I'm just going to put a lot in. There's absolutely no method to this. The method is me using this product for 4 years now, and I just kind of have like a muscle memory grasp on how much I like. To be honest, the answer for you is you just have to figure out that yourself. You just have to practice. You have to put in a little, you have to put in a lot, and you have to gauge what amount you like in your hair. I can't tell you how much. No one in the comment section down there can tell you how much you should use. Just yourself. So I'm going to give it a good old shake first. I'm going to start with the fringe. Going to then go to the back. Going to go 2-2 on the sides, a little bit more on the back. Then what I'm going to do is just this exact motion. Watch very slowly. Scrunch. Start at the root. Scrunch. Start at the root. Scrunch. Start at the root. Scrunch. Over and over again, very gently. You're barely touching the root, only at the start. Going to do this the whole way around. Back and forth, up and down, just like that. And it's kind of out of style now. And now I can start kind of being a bit more rough. The scrunching sort of circular movement is what's going to add all of that natural texture. That's looking pretty good. Time to add our second product now, which is Grooming Clay. So Grooming Clay is our second best seller. It's just gonna add a lot more texture and hold to the style. Like if I just left this now, yeah, it would look good. For now, when it would dry, it would still be more texture than it would have been otherwise, but be lacking, and it absolutely wouldn't hold. It would flop. If you have more of a short hairstyle, like a fringe, you'd probably get away with just using sea salt spray. Look better if you use clay as well, but I don't know. Who am I to tell you what to do? I've made that much clay. Is that a pea? I don't know. I always get slagged in my last videos for saying the size of a pea, and it wasn't. But I'm gonna rub it into my hands until you can't see it anymore. Just gonna keep going. It's got a lovely, lovely coconut scent, by the way. Real beachy surfer vibes. There we go. You can't see it in my hands anymore. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Root, scrunch, root, scrunch. Work it into the back here as well, because this is really important. This looks pretty backwards, but I promise there's a method to this. And then you can start putting it back into the style that you wanted originally. It's like that. Brush back the sides. And from here now, we can either do one or two things. I kind of split it up 50-50 depending on what I'm doing that day or how much time I have, whatever. Okay. First is we can just let it air dry. We can just go about our day. We can whack a hat on if we want to help it stay back a bit. We can brush it, keep brushing it back a little bit as we go. Or we can use a hairdryer. I'm gonna use a hairdryer today. I'm gonna leave a timestamp here in the video where you can skip to if you wanna skip the hair drying process. It really doesn't matter. You're probably gonna be left with the same, if not pretty similar results. So the only thing I would say is I would recommend using a hairdryer if you're doing shampoo day. It tends to be a little bit more floppy on shampoo days. I'm gonna go blow dry my hair now. And yeah, like I said, there's a timestamp back there if you wanna skip this bit, but if you want to come with me now. All right, time to blow dry our hair now. I've got the most overpriced hair dryer you have here. I have the Dyson one, and I've got a diffuser attachment on this. If you don't know what this is, it just distributes the air properly and allows your hair to dry in the way that you have it. I highly recommend it. I have one on the range from Poseidon. It fits most in every hair dryer, to be honest, except for specialty ones like this one, obviously. Don't recommend this hair dryer. I mean, like, you can if you want and if you have the money, but any hair dryer is really gonna do. Got the brush here as well if we need it. You can see that mine is super long and it just won't sit back, so I'm gonna brush it again. I'm just gonna start from the back and start doing the same scrunching thing that you've seen me do twice now. Exact same method. I'm also gonna be on medium heat, medium speed. Okay, now my hair is totally dry, or I mean, it's almost there anyway. It's pretty close. The final thing I'm gonna do with my hair is I'm gonna use a little bit more grooming clay. I have some here. This is just going to give it that little bit of extra hold, and you're now gonna wanna be putting your style into place properly, like how you actually want it to sit for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Focusing more on the front for this one, because obviously last time we were working it in through the back and stuff. We don't really need to do that again. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the hair. I'm really liking this sort of classic side part look recently. Next thing I'm gonna do, just gonna pop my watch on. I'm going to wash my hands because there's definitely way too much hair product in my hands. I'm gonna put some deodorant on, so let's go back in. Okay, I just washed my hands. I've got the deodorant here from Ted Baker as well. I'm just gonna be popping some on. Pretty standard stuff here, lads. For anyone who's wondering how I look after my excuse of a beard as well, I use the Wall Magic Clip. This is something I still have from when I was cutting hair. Probably not necessary. This is the godsend. This is the Philips One Blade. I'm sure you've already heard of it. Cannot recommend this product anymore. I'm not affiliated with Philips or anything whatsoever, but yeah, I just use this to clean up underneath. The rule of thumb is like 2 fingers. Obviously, I kind of like mine a little bit higher, but if you can go from your chin and go 2 fingers, that's probably where you should put your line. And then I clean up like around my mustache as well with this. Final thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put on a t-shirt. I'm sure some of you were hoping I did this a long time ago. And that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're struggling to get a little bit more texture in your hair, especially if you've got like a textured fringe or something, we do have a volumizing powder or texture powder, whatever you want to call it as well, which is a godsend. It's your perfect product. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more hair content. I try to post as much as I can. And if you want to check out any of the products I used in today's video, you can. I'm just going to leave a line in the first link in the description. By supporting Poseidon Hair products, you allow me to keep making these tutorials for free. So if you do go on to support, thank you so much. And if you want to support me, but you don't want to buy the products, that's totally fine as well. I would really appreciate a review on Trustpilot. I'll leave that in the description as well. Other than that, that's everything for today. Leave a comment below of what videos you want me to do next, and I'll see you next time. Take care.